Okay, looks like we are live. Give me a second here and we will jump right in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Eric F. King, and we are so excited to bring this show to you today. All right, I have Leah Garcia in the house. I have Zan Anagru in the house. This is Motivational Monday with myself and the crew. All right, so we are going to jump into this great topic today, lessons learned from 2025, right? So when you're building a business, even in life, right, sometimes it's important to review what you've done to see what the lessons were, right? What the lessons were. So we're going to share to you some of the lessons that we were able to gather over the year, and hopefully you'll be able to do the same. All right. So what I'm going to do is when I send it to them, I know there may be a few technical difficulties that we had before, so I may have to mute myself so you won't hear both of us at the same time. But we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. Welcome, Laverne. Welcome, Coral. All right. So let's get started. I am going to introduce our first speaker of the day. She hails from California, all right, where it is 4:08 in the morning, and she is here to give you value at such an early time in the morning. Look, she is known as the dynasty builder, right? Because she doesn't just help you, but she helps your whole family and generations to come, right? All things money. If you want to make money, invest money, whatever you want to do, definitely pick up her ebook as well. All right. And she's also a black belt in karate, which means she's a very disciplined person and she knows how to set goals and meet them. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to send it over to Leah Garcia. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric F. King of Collaboration. Well, I don't have a Santa hat, but I've got some jingle bells, okay? Today is Money Monday. Listen, this is so much fire. This is so much amazing stuff. It's going to make you want to slap your mama. I'm just kidding. You never slap your mama. But what I want you to do is get a pin. This is going to be fire. I got up at 2:30 this morning. I'm so excited. Lessons that we learned from 2025. Listen, I turned 60 this year. I'm 60 and a half. And so it gives me the right to do two things. One, to tell you the lessons that I learned the hard way. And number two, I'm going to teach you early what I learned late. Okay. I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets. Listen, this is not puppy dogs and ponies here. You came here for the real deal. And I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets. Okay. So number 1, goals are cute, but systems take you through the finish line. Everybody has goals. Goals don't separate us, champions. It's going through the systems that take us through the finish line. A goal says, I want to be wealthy. A system says, here's how the money moves every month, whether I feel like it or not. Hope is not a financial strategy. Goals get applause, but systems get results. Money loves structure. Chaos scares it away. Dreams point the direction, but systems do the walking. 2025 taught me this. Stop resetting the goal and start refining the system. Number 2, this is good. Sometimes the split is the plan. Now this one, listen, that's so good. I'm going to say it again, right, Paula? Sometimes the split is the plan. First, we see it with our children. We're not raising them to be children forever. Our job is to raise them strong enough to fire us as parents. They're supposed to lead. They're supposed to build. They're supposed to seek out their own greatness. And guess what? That's the same truth applies to teams, seasons, relationships, even versions of ourselves. If nobody ever outgrows you, then you're not leading. You're holding on. Legacy isn't cloning yourself. It's releasing the people who no longer need you. It's hard. It's to understand. This is a tough lesson. True leadership isn't who stays, it's who succeeds after they leave. 2025 taught me that letting go isn't failure, it's proof the system worked. Number three, no decision is a decision. No decision is a decision. If you are here for puppy dogs and ponies, that's a different channel, okay? I'm going to lovingly step on your toes here. I mean this in all love. I'm giving you my whole heart. Listen, I'm being vulnerable here. I learned this. No decision is a decision, and it's usually the most expensive one. When you don't decide about money, debt decides for you. When you don't decide about legacy, the court decides for you. When you don't decide about your future, time decides for you. Indecision is interest compounding against you. Delay is just denial wearing a nicer outfit. Unfinished business is the worst inheritance you can leave your family. Leaving things undone is not neutral, it's a legacy of confusion. 2025 taught me that clarity is kindness, especially to the people you love. So as we step out of our year to thrive and we go into 2026 is our year to get in the mix, right? Come out of the shadows, step into you. There are three things that I know for sure. Build systems, not just goals. Lead well enough to let go. Decide, because not deciding is still a choice. And if you hear nothing else I say, hear this from someone who's earned these gray hairs. Your family doesn't need perfection, they need completion. So let's thrive with intention, let's lead with wisdom, and let's build something that outlives us. Your wealth today is your dynasty tomorrow. With that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right, all right. Can you hear me? All right. So I don't know if you guys can see me.
All right. Can you hear me?
I don't know if you guys can see me or not. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving because we are troopers. All right. So we're going to go now to Nigeria to introduce our next speaker. This gentleman, Lord have mercy, he is known all over the world. If you follow him, you'll see that what I'm saying is true. And he helps people in good times and bad times, right? And right now, you know, we have a lot of uncertain times in the world today. So he's helping a lot of people. So I look forward to hearing what he has to say about this topic today. So without further ado, Mr. Zion Onagru, the floor is yours.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric F. King. Happy Monday, and to you, Leah Garcia. Thank you. I bring you greetings from Nigeria, and I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. I'm ready, and I'm so excited to be able to celebrate this week with everyone because this week is a week of Christmas and talking about what are the lessons we've learned from 2025. What a profound way to go into the Christmas with the power of reflection, to be able to look back and the lessons we've learned through the challenges, through the milestone, through the achievement. It's an amazing way to position ourselves even as we embrace the power of Christmas. So wherever you are around the world, we want to say we celebrate you, we see you, we love you, and we appreciate you so much. For me personally, the lessons I learned are countless. But you know what? I'm going to give you just four of the lessons that I personally learned from the year. And I believe that these lessons are going to inspire you, are going to encourage you, are going to push you to do more. For me, number one of the lessons I learned is the ability for us to build genuine relationship. I will say this again, genuine relationship. Man does not live in isolation. Man does not live alone, do everything all by himself. The ability for us to build a new relationship will change your life, will change your business, will change everything about you. I have to learn and learn and learn again the power of what it means to build relationship. I tell you, what you need, what you want to achieve, whatever it is you want to get in this life is about people. It's about people. It's about you. It's about me. It's about the person next to you. And the ability for us to build relationship with people makes a huge difference in our life. We live in a world where many persons, they will tell you, oh, I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people. I don't like communicating. One of my mentors said something to me years ago. He said, how hungry are you for greatness? How hungry
Okay, I think we lost Zion. I can't hear him anymore. Okay, I can't hear him anymore. So Zion, if you come back, I'll put you back on, right? But how hungry are we for greatness? I heard that. That was a great point. How hungry are you for greatness, right? We need to do what we can in order to help more people. Because I always look at it this way: the more people you help, the greater you'll become. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep on going. If Zion is able to come back, that'll be great. But we're gonna keep on going. And I'm going to share some information with you. I'm glad you can hear me. That's the most important, that you can hear me. All right. So I'm going to give you a few lessons I learned in the last year. Okay. And I hope that will help you in building your business and even just living life. Okay. Number one thing I learned was trying to do everything yourself is not a good idea, right? Trying to do everything yourself is not a good idea, because people have different skill sets, right? Like for me, I'll be very honest. I'm not good with technology, as you can see. I'm not great with technology, right? And it's okay. Not everybody is, right? I'm not great with technology. When I do my events in the studio, I have a whole crew that does all the technology, right? Because I know I'm not good at that. But I'm good at speaking, right? I'm good at edifying people. I'm good at building teams. I'm good at putting people on stage. I'm good at promoting people, right? So that's what I focus on. But for a long time, I didn't bring the right people into my team that can help me with the technical stuff, right? Organization stuff. Like, I'm good at coming up with an idea and just doing it, but the back end stuff, I needed people, right? So I brought people like Coral, who helped me out a lot, right? When this year, I have a guy that does my videos, right? Edits my videos, which I'm not good at doing as well, right? So my point is, bring people into the mix, right? Bring people into the mix that can help you. And sometimes, people think, well, Eric, I don't have any money. Sometimes you actually don't need a lot of money. Do you know some people are willing to actually work with you at no cost because they just want to be a part of it? They want to be a part of what you're doing, or they want to get some experience. They want to put it on their resume. I know my teenage son, he's working with somebody right now. He's not getting paid for it, but he's learning. Right? He's learning because he wants to use it, put it on his resume. So that's one thing that you can do. You can find people that are willing to help even without pay. Okay. There are people out there, or with very little pay. Okay. So that's one thing. Another thing I learned was that I used to do this before, but I got away from it. I wasn't attending enough conferences. I wasn't attending enough masterminds. I wasn't attending enough events where I can learn and grow with other people, right? Because, I'm building my business and it's like I'm in a little cocoon, right? But things are always changing. So you always want to get out there and learn what's new, especially with AI and everything, right? So this year I set a goal, at least once a quarter, I'm going to be at some mastermind, some conference, some convention. And I already started because I have one in January, right? So that's another thing I've learned this year. Yes, and there was one more. Yes. Another one is this. The last one is this. Don't do too many things at the same time, right? Because I'm such a how can I say it? I love to achieve fast, right? I love to do things and to achieve a lot in a short period of time. Overachiever, that's the word. I'm such an overachiever. But the problem with that sometimes is when you have so many irons in the fire, the irons that you should pay attention to, you're not paying attention to them because you're paying attention to all these other irons, right? Last year, I think I started a membership group, right? Which I shouldn't have started. Because I have a lot of, we have the speaking, the coaching, right? I shouldn't have started it, but I'm like, I want to do that too, right? But then I had to put it on the back burner to focus on my stage, right? So, don't think that you have to do so many things to be productive. No, you just have to do a few things well. You have to do a few things well, right? Once you do it well, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna start expanding to do other things, right? So don't try and do too many things at the same time. All right. So those are the three that I want to share with you. Let's see if we can get Zion back. Let's see if we can get Zion back. So I'm gonna mute myself, and Zion, you can take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I'm back, and it's so good to be back. These are one of the challenges I had to learn through the year. That's one of the lessons I had to learn through the year is that challenges will come. Exactly what just happened. I was in the middle of speaking, and boom, I was off stage, and I was thrown off. But the ability for you to bounce back is make a huge difference in our life. Challenges will come. Challenges will come. Tough times will come. You will be tested. You will be tried. Sometimes you might even be broken, but you will definitely bounce back. Don't allow the challenges to stop you. So for me, I have to learn that this year that challenges are part of it. As you plan, as you have vision board, as you have goals, expect challenges to come. Because I tell you, in the midst of the challenges, that's how we learn. The challenges are there to build us, to nurture us, to mold us, and to help us become a better person. Thirdly, one of the lessons I learned is the power of now. The ability for us to embrace the power of now. Now, I cannot overemphasize this enough. Why? Because in the course of the year, I lost a lot of loved ones. Up to 7 persons, were gone. And if there's one thing I learned, wow, the moment we share together, the moment we spend together, the moment we spend together as friends, as family. There was one particular close relation of mine. We're supposed to meet next week. We have booked the day to meet and get to see each other and spend time together. And this week, the person was gone. It came like a shock. But then it dawned on me again and again, it's to embrace the power of now. You have that chance. You have the opportunity to talk to your loved ones, to talk to your friends. Do not let it pass. Do not take it for granted. Embrace it. Tell those you love how much you love them. Tell those you care for how much you care for them. If you have an opportunity to be kind to people, do it to be kind to people. Because what matters is now. A lot of time we are always worried about tomorrow, about next week, about next month, about next year. It is good. But what about now? How much investment are you making now to embrace the power of the moment? So for me, losing a lot of loved ones within the year, it was tough, it was heartbreaking, it was challenging, but it dawned on me like now is what matters. When people are gone through death, they are gone for life, you can never see them again. But for those that you have right now in your cycle, your friends, your family, how much love are you showering on them? How much appreciation are you giving them? How much are you telling them you love them? Because it is very, very important. Don't live in regrets. So I wish I've done this. I wish I've done this. You have now. So embrace the power of now, and it's key. And lastly, I will end with this. One thing I've learned this year is do not underestimate the power of a positive mindset. Yes, do not underestimate the power of a positive mindset. When you are positive, you are possible. And in positivity, there's always endless possibilities for you. For me, embracing 2025 with a positive mindset was a game changer. There were things I planned to do. Thinking about it, normally, it's so difficult to do. It's unimaginable. But because I'm positive, because I embrace positivity as a lifestyle, all I wanted to do, I was able to do it. When you are positive, there is no goal too big for you. When you are living a positive lifestyle, there is no aspiration too mighty. There is no mountain too big for you not to get there. You see the possibilities in everything. You see challenges as blessings. You see challenges as an avenue to learn. And it helps you to love more. When you live with a positive mindset, it sprouts this joy within that you cannot explain. You do everything with joy. It flows from within. So embracing a positive mindset for me was a major game changer. And I tell you, if there's one thing I will do again in 2026 is to intentionally embrace the power of positivity. You have to stay positive because when you stay positive, you are possible in everything that you set your mind to do. So those are the few lessons I learned in 2025, and I believe there is so much that we are going to be learning in 2026. So thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I yield my back to you.
There.
All right. Thank you so much. Hold on a second. Thank you so much. That was powerful. That was so powerful, Zion. I know you can't see my facial expressions right now because you can't see it there right now. But I was just, shaking my head, nodding my head. Embrace the power of now, folks. Wow, that's powerful. That is so powerful. We were at church yesterday, and the pastor was saying that everybody should stand up and for I think to sing or clap or what have you, and a lot of people were sitting down. And he said, "Well, you know that there are people that started the year with you and they're not here anymore, and you can't even stand up for God." You know what I mean? Like they're not even here. They're not here, right? And guess what? Most people stood up. Like 99.999 stood up. But it's a fact, right? We gotta be grateful for what we have, what we where we are, right? And grateful for the people around us, because you're right. Some people are here today, gone tomorrow, right? We talk a lot about business here. Like we don't really get into stuff like this, but this is important. This is so important because that's life. That's life. That's life. Cherish the people around you, right? I cherish my speakers here, Leah, Zion, Annie, who's not here today. I cherish him. Coral, who's here every single time. I cherish her, right? All the people that support us, we cherish them. We cherish them. So, and guess what? We are all going to benefit from each other. We're going to continue to grow, right? Next year is going to be the best year of our lives. Say amen. If you believe it, say amen, right? It's going to be the best year of our lives. We're going to have a lot of new changes, right? A lot of new changes. Number one, to help with the technology, and number two, to just make us known by many more people, right? Our call will be a household call, like a household name where people say, okay, every Monday morning we have to be on this. It's going to happen, right? So appreciate all of you. Definitely put your name in the chat if you haven't. So we appreciate Laverne for jumping on. We appreciate you. As always, Carl, Eric Doby, we appreciate you, right? Thank you for being on and coming on almost every single time. Paula is part of our family. She's new to our family, but she's been consistent every time, right? Every time she jumped right in. She's working with Leah. She's working with Annie. Like she jumped right in, and we appreciate you, and we hope to see you more in the new year. Let's see who else. I see Ajibari, welcome to the call. I know that you just jumped on. I think you connected with me a couple of days ago. Thank you for doing that. Let's see. Yeah, so if you haven't put your name in there, please put your name in there. We plan to do a lot more for you in the coming year. Okay. By the way, we won't be meeting next Monday, but on the 5th is when we'll meet next, Monday the 5th, just by the way. Okay, Monday the 5th. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we are gonna go around the room. So I want all of us to talk about what we do and how we serve people, and then we're gonna get to your questions. So please put your questions in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So I am the CEO and founder of studiospeaking.com. And basically it's the number one platform in the world to help speakers, coaches, and authors, right, to share their expertise with the group. And not only do we help them with this, we help them with their content, right? We give them the videos, the pictures. We introduce them to other coaches and speakers and authors, right? Going out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all of that. So there's a lot that we do for them. To learn more, just go to studiospeaking.com, click on it. We have a brand new video. Oh my goodness. If you haven't seen this, you're missing out. Even if you're not a speaker, you want to see this video, all right? Go onto the website, studiospeaking.com, and the video comes right up. It's very short, but it will show you exactly what we do. And if you know of any speakers, let us know. Now, I talk about the speakers a lot, but one thing that I don't talk about a lot is for those of you that are not speakers, you should attend every single event because you learn so much from these people, right? Whether it's mindset, whether it's financial wellness, whether it's motivation, inspiration, whatever it is. I only put experts on there. I don't put everybody. Right. So one lady said, Eric, I'm just impressed that you don't have any riffraffs on your website. I'm like, okay. I would say like that, but hey, no riffraffs on my website, right? Right. So yeah. So you can learn a lot. My next event is January 26th and 27th. This is the first time I'm doing a 2-day event. We have 15 speakers this time. 15 speakers. And I'm so proud of that because when I started, we had 4. We had 4 incredible women that decided to speak on my stage. And I'm still in contact with them today, right? And then we got to 6 and then 8. And this was one day. Now we have so many people that want to be a part of it. It's now a 2-day event. Right. We imagine 15 people flying in from all over the country. Nobody's actually from North Carolina. So everybody's flying in. Right. And Canada. So I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I won't tell you exactly what they're speaking about. But put that on your calendar, 26th and 27th. It's going to be from around maybe 10 in the morning to 1. 10 to 1, something like that. You're going to get all the material. Just continue to stick with me and call. You'll get all the promotion for it. Okay. So I want to share that with you. Now, what I want to do is give the floor to Leah and then Zion. So Leah, when you're done, Zion, you can just jump in. Tell us what you do, how you serve people, because I know what you do and I know how many people you've helped over the years, but some people are new. They don't know, right? So share that and then we'll get into the questions. All right, go ahead, Leah.
Thank you so much, Eric. My name is Leah Garcia, and I am the Dynasty Builder. You know, we all know how to grow our money, but how do we protect it, distribute, and transfer that to our loved ones? So I'd love to enjoy a coffee chat with you. Just like Zion shared earlier, it's about relationships. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you do. I don't know what you got going on in 2026. I also invite you to come to my website. It is an experience. It's a personal experience. And by the way, you can download my free ebook, The Wall of Wealth. You can take my money quiz and you can find out if you have missing money. So with that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric. Oh no, back to Zion. It's your turn, Zion.
Okay, so I don't know if we're hearing Zion. No, we're not hearing Zion. Okay. So I think he is having some technical difficulties. No problem. All right, so let me keep going. Let's talk about the questions. Okay, so let's see. I know that Laverne had a question. There we go. Okay, so looking back on this year, what moment challenged you the most and what did you do? What did it teach you about yourself? That's a great question. What moment challenged you the most? Okay, so I'm going to send it back out to Leah to answer that. Go ahead, Leah.
Fantastic question, Laverne. And I would say that happened recently. I do Wealthy Wednesday every week. I've been doing it for a little over 2 years, and I have a guest speaker every single week. And I've had some people kind of like at the last minute, you know, something came up. Well, I had a speaker like right before I was going live who just didn't show up. And so I'm like, okay, what would a champion do? Because, right, we are champions. We don't panic. We pivot. So what I did was I went ahead. I'm going to do it anyway. And I just talked for an hour. And I learned that I can talk for an hour. How many of you could talk for an hour on what you do? So champions don't get ready. We stay ready. Let me ask you a question. Are you ready if something goes awry? Are you ready if something happens and you have to pivot? Are you ready if the audio isn't there or your computer's not working right? What are you going to do? How are you going to pivot? What is it going to bring out of you? And look for those opportunities. So with that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Hopefully you can hear me. All right. So appreciate that. Queen Leah. Sometimes challenges make you better. Actually, almost every time, right? Leah may not have known that she could just speak for an hour like that, but now she does. Right. So sometimes, we experience a challenge and we're like, oh God, why me? But it's actually helping you, because if you don't experience it now, look, there'll be a time when Leah will have so much business coming in, she won't be able to handle it, right? It's coming in. So she needs to be able to, all these things that she thinks are maybe challenges, she needs to be able to know how to handle it now, because what would she do then, right? So look, let's look at these challenges as positive things. For me, it was, like I said, I started a membership group, right? Because I just wanted to help the masses, but I wasn't ready for that yet. Right? So instead, I just told them, hey, jump on my calls. We can all learn together. But then I focused back on my studio events, which are growing tremendously. We already have people booked for April. Like, if you contact me now, you can't even speak in my next event. You have to go for April, right? So challenges are good. Right? Is it Jim Rohn that said, don't ask for less challenges, ask for more wisdom. Right? Ask for more wisdom. All right. So let's get to the next question. Let's see. Okay, Coral. Coral says, what did 2025 teach you about saying no? 2025, what did it teach you about saying no? And that's a great question. Leah, if you want to go, I'll let you go first. Okay? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, what 2025 taught me about saying no was saying no to having my phone on me all the time. My precious grandson, he just turned 7 years old. Listen, I keep my phone with me all the time, but when I'm with him, listen, he knows there's a time when I'm going to work. Gam is working right now, but then he also knows, listen, it's our playtime. Nothing else is interrupting us. We're not talking to anybody else. I'm not multitasking. Listen, I'm just there in that playtime. How much playtime do you have? And do you turn off your phone? What do you say no to? When I go to my beach walks, oftentimes I had someone ask me to send them a recent beach walk picture, and I realized I don't have very many recent ones because I have been leaving my phone away, right, when I go to my beach walks. So sometimes when we say no, it gives us the ability to say yes to ourselves and that self-care that we all need. So hand it back to you, Mr. Eric. Great question, Ms. Coral. I love you so much.
Yes, that was a great question and a great answer as well, Queen Leah. Okay, I heard it myself. I was listening to myself there. This is so fun. All right, so what did 2025 teach me about saying no? It taught me a lot about saying no. One thing some of you don't know is, so I talk about my stage, and we get now probably about 10 to 15 people a day that are inquiring about speaking on my stage. There are a lot of people that I have to say no to, even though they're willing to pay me a lot of money to speak on my stage, right? Because it's not every message that's appropriate on my stage, right? I've had people that will contact me, they want to talk about politics. And I'm like, no, there's no politics on my stage, right? Some people come in and they want to talk about religion, right? And even though I'm a believer, my stage is not the place to preach, right? It's not the place to preach, right? It's a stage where I invite people to come and learn and grow, and it's not a platform where I'm trying to convert them to one religion or the other, right? So I had to say no to them. One lady said she wants to talk about the benefits of witchcraft. I'm like, no, not on my stage, right? Not on my stage, right? Some places may want to hear that stuff, but not me, right? So I had to turn a lot of people away, people that are willing to pay me, right? But integrity is more important, right? I do not want to expose my audience to the wrong people, right? Because I put those people up there because I believe in them and what they offer, right? So yeah, so I had to say no, and I had to give up a lot of money. But to me, I don't even see it as giving up a lot of money. I see it as maintaining my integrity, having the right people there that can really help people and change lives in the best way possible. So great question. Thank you so much for that. All right, so let's see what. Okay, let's go for Coral says, if 2025 had one main lesson, what would it be for you? Very good, very good. What was your main lesson? All right, we'll go with Queen Leah. Go ahead.
Yes, I learned this from the amazing Miss Paula Washington. Listen, when we are not letting go of people or things, she helped me to understand that we're like clipping their wings. She was sharing it with me, and it made me think of this beautiful, billowy angel that's in front of us, right? And we're watching them thrive like our children. We're watching them step into themselves. And if we don't let them go, we're clipping their wings. We are robbing them of their opportunity to step into their greatness. And that's why I said earlier, listen, the split is the plan, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you didn't do your job right. It means that you did your job well. That's a reflection of you and your greatness. And so for me, that was my biggest lesson of the year, because I definitely have a challenge with that, but I'm working through it. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate you so much. Hand it back to you, Eric.
All right. All right. Well, yes. Thank you so much, Leah. That was great. Thanks for being authentic and they say vulnerable and just sharing, sharing sharing from your heart, right? Sharing from your heart. And, I think for me, my main lesson was not to do too many things, not to do too many things, because what happens is you're taking away, the success of one thing if you try and do too many things. Right. And and it wasn't, it wasn't in the long run, it didn't hurt anybody. Right. I started this membership group, but then I realized that it's better for me to focus on the stage for now. Right. It didn't hurt anybody, but I learned something. A lot of times we think, okay, we want multiple streams of income. Right. So we're going to do all these different things to get multiple streams of income. But really what we should focus on is one major stream where you're helping people, because then you can always branch out later, right? You can always branch out later. So that was my number one takeaway from 2025, right? And I'm glad I was able to pivot, right? Because like I told you, next event has 15 speakers, right? Never done that before. That's not easy to have 15 people flying from all over the country and internationally to be on your stage. It's not easy. So, but we learn and we grow. We learn and we grow. All right, so let's go to our next question. By the way, welcome to a lot of people have joined. Welcome. Let's see. Rosemary, good to see you. Rosemary, good to see you. Thanks for your participation this year. Elizabeth, thanks for your participation also this year. We appreciate you. Sharon Rose, she's always here. We appreciate you as well. My good friend Stanley Green, he does a lot of great things too. My goodness, he puts on a lot of great events. Welcome, appreciate you. Let's see, Natasha. Yes, Natasha, she joined us this year and she's doing a heck of a job. She's helping a lot of people as well. We appreciate you, Natasha. Jackie, good to see you again. Good to see you, Jackie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A lot of people here today. Good, good, good. All right, so let's see. I know we have a question here by Natasha. I'm trying to find it again. So give me 1 second. No, okay, here we go. Here we go. So Natasha asks, what did 2025 teach you about marketing and the next steps for 2026 marketing? I love it because I'm a marketing guy. I love marketing. I love sales. So I can't wait to answer this question. But before I do, I'm going to send it over to Queen Leah for her tidbits on this. Go ahead.
Fantastic question, Natasha. And what I've learned is that so many people give up too soon. They try something for a couple of weeks, they try something for a couple of months, and if they don't become a millionaire in the next couple of weeks, then they think it's not working. Listen, you got to show up day after day after day after day, even when it's boring, even when you feel like no one is listening. I'm going to say that again. Even when you feel like no one is listening, there are people there in the shadows that you're impacting that haven't spoken up yet. That's why I say 2026 is our year to get in the mix. Come out of the shadows. Let people know how they're impacting you. Have a coffee chat with somebody. Pour into someone else. Have the courage to do that and have the courage to stay true. If you're enjoying what you're doing, if you're having some fun, then keep doing it. And it may take you a year, 2 years. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but what will happen is you're going to grow and evolve in the process. That's a lesson that people don't understand. I'm growing in this process. I love getting up at 2:30 in the morning. People think I'm crazy, and I just think it's so amazing because crazy people rule the world, right? So great question, Natasha. Hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right, all right. You're absolutely right. Crazy people rule the world. It's funny. All right, all right. It's funny that people look up to certain people and they say, "Wow, this person is doing a great job. She's changing the world." Blah blah. Right? We look up to all these people. The people that we look up to are usually people that other people think are crazy, right? Like, like they're crazy. Like, why would you do that? But here's the deal, folks. If you want to accomplish more than most people will accomplish in life, you have to do more. And to do more, you have to think differently, right? So what you do, if it doesn't sound crazy to some people, then you're not working hard. You're not really going for it, right? You got to take bold steps, right? So one thing I did this year is I started posting more. So some of you may notice, if you follow me, that I post about 5 times a day. I know that, again, people say, "Eric, that's too much." Well, guess what? It's building my following faster than ever, right? So, and obviously I don't suggest that for a newcomer. If you're starting out, I mean, when I started out, I posted once a week, and then twice a week, and then once a day, right? Now it's about 5 times a day. But now I have a team, right? I have more videos to post, right? More images to post. What I would say to someone starting out is consistency is the key, right? Consistency is the key. Marketing for me is important because what I do, people have to see it, right? I used to focus on sales coaching, and sales coaching is such that people don't really see it. Maybe they hear about some testimonials and then they join. But what I do now, people have to see it. They have to see people on my stage. They have to see people being picked up in this, beautiful vehicle. They have to see people having dinner with everybody else, right? So, we start posting multiple times a day. It's exploding our business in all social media. Right, posting some multiple times a day. So that's what I would suggest for anybody that wants to do it. But again, if you're not there yet, it's okay. I've been at this for a while. Online marketing about 6 years, like straight, every day. I'm not joking around. Every day, right? Every day. So that really helped me in my marketing. All right, so let's go to the next question. We're going to get to all these questions. We're going to get to all the questions. The next question, Elizabeth says, "What was your happiest memory in 2025? Just one. That's good. Because I was about to say there are several. But Elizabeth said just one. So let me kick it out to my good friend Leah. Just one happiest memory for this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be with my precious grandson. He just turned 7 years old, and whenever I stay over, I sleep in his bed. And my happiest moments are when he wakes up. He wakes up so happy, and he's always excited to tell me either his dream. And the day before his birthday, we were talking about it. And then the next morning we woke up and he said, "Okay, Gams, this is how my birthday is going to go." Okay. He told me the whole thing about his birthday, and I don't want to bore you with the details, but I just love spending time with him, if you can't tell. He's absolutely just my treasure. And if I would have known how wonderful grandchildren are, I promise you I would have had more children. So if you have enough children, you think you do, have some more, because grandchildren are the treasure. They're our reward for not killing our children. Okay. Maybe it's just me, but my kids were a little crazy. They drive me a little nuts, but thank God they survived, because now I'm getting some grandbabies, right? So that was my most happiest moment. Thank you for the question, Miss Joni. I love it. That's a beautiful question.
All right. Let me pause this. Yes, beautiful question. First, beautiful question. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm going to give you one from business and one from personal life, if that's okay. One from business and one from personal life. Personal life is just seeing the success of my first son. He's in college now. He got all A's last semester, and I'm just so proud of him, right? There's a lot of challenges that we went through, but he was able to get through it and become, do very well, like better than I did. Don't tell him that. But but yeah, he's doing way better than I did in college, for real. So I'm so proud of him. And you're right. I can't wait to have children too, so I can enjoy them as well. In business, I will say, there's a lady that spoke on my stage. And she, I work with a lot of different people, right? I work with people that just started speaking. I work with people that are veterans, right? And there's this lady I spoke with, and I can share her story because she shared it on stage. Her name is Jane PK. Some of you may remember her if you came to my last event. Her name is Jane PK. And Jane PK suffers from depression and anxiety. She shared this on stage. If you see my post, you'll see her. And she said, I can fall apart in a presentation. Like, I don't know what will happen, right? And we agreed together that she's gonna do it, and then I'm gonna be there for her. I'm gonna be there with her, right? And she flew down from Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, remind you, she suffers from depression and anxiety, and she took the stage and she did an incredible job. And I just felt like, what I felt is different from putting on a Dr. Cheryl Wood, who's a professional speaker, right? I felt like I did something special. She said what I did for her was life-changing, because she said if she can do that, she can do anything. I mean, and I won't go into her story, but her dad died at a young age, and she had a lot of problems growing up, right? So she never believed in herself. She wrote a book to help other people like her, and I said, let's promote your book. Right. And she promoted her book, and now people are getting her book from all over the country, even all over the world. Right. So that was a great moment in my professional life, to be able to bring someone on stage like that and change her life and make her believe in herself. So thank you for the question. All right. So we have 5 minutes. Let me see. I think we had another question. Let's see who. Rosemary, yes. Okay, we're going to go with Rosemary's question as our last question. All right. What did 2025 teach? Well, I think she meant teach you about building meaningful relationships. Rosemary, great question. Queen Leah, we got 4 minutes. Go for it.
Yes, I've been doing no pitch coffee chats for years, and I didn't realize that was something people were not doing. So I love talking about no pitch coffee chats, because that's how you can start a meaningful relationship. So many people are looking for an opportunity to sell and teach people about their widget. How many of us, though, would just like to kind of maybe get to know a few people? Maybe it's about them buying your widget. Maybe it's about you just having a wonderful conversation. And then when I say this, people always ask me, what do you talk about? I don't know. Be interested. Be interested in them. Look at who they are. Look at their profile. Take a minute to find something out about them and then learn how to have a conversation. That will pay you back in spades. That's when people get to really know the real you. Fantastic question, Rosemary. The real you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is a great response, and we appreciate that. For me, regarding relationships, I've always been big on relationships, very big on relationships. It last year just taught me that it's even more important than ever, right? I was on a call with a lady a couple of days ago, and she said, Eric, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I have the money to speak on your stage, and I don't want to waste your time. And I said to her, it's never a waste of time meeting somebody on Zoom, right? It's about building relationship. Like, you don't have to buy anything today. Like, I'm going to learn about you. You're going to learn about me. We may collaborate in the future. We may refer each other business. Like, you just never know, right? I have met with thousands of people one-to-one. That has built me a great following of warm market, right? So relationships are very important. Don't focus on how many people can I sell. You want to focus on how many friends can I make, right? You want to build those relationships. Do you know I get referrals from people that never bought from me? All the time. I get referrals from people that never bought from me. And they're like, Eric, yeah, I want to speak on your stage. I'm ready to go. And I say, how did you hear about me? Oh, I heard about you through so-and-so. I'm like, wow, that person actually never spoke. We just had a meeting, right? Right. So integrity is important. Maintain your integrity. Do what you say you're going to do when you're going to do it. Right. And that will help you to build relationships so people get to know, like, and trust you. And then the money will come. Trust me, the money will come. So we're going to end there. That was a great question. Appreciate all of you. Let's see, who else? Elizabeth, let's see. Elizabeth says, see how now we are friends. Yes, absolutely, we are friends. I'm just trying to see if I can get these comments before we're done here. Elizabeth, Elizabeth has puppies from Mom Dog. Okay, so read that. That's long. You guys can read that. Francisca, welcome from Italy. Stanley, you're gonna be with your 7 grandchildren on Christmas Day. Wow, that's amazing! Congratulations! I can't wait to have one. Yes. Okay. Welcome, Michael. Sorry, I can't get to your question. Welcome. Good to see you. So folks, Elizabeth, let's see how many people. So I have a guy that does my, she helps me with my video. I have someone that works with me on Instagram and, on TikTok now, right? I have someone that does my books, my ebooks, and my other book. So I think I have, Carl works with me. Carl's my personal assistant. So I have 4 in terms of staff. 4, yeah. And then sometimes I hire someone on Fiverr for little stuff, right? All right. So again, thank you all for being here. There won't be a meeting. There won't be a call next Monday, but there will be one on Monday, January 5th. Okay. I'm wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, right? Make this holiday productive and safe. And we look forward to seeing everybody on January 5th. All right. Thank you, Leah. Thank you so much for this year. Zion, I know you're listening. Thank you. Annie, thank you very much for this year. I know we had other, Amberly was here. We want to thank Amberly. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Cassandra, yeah, she was here this year also. Thank you all. Appreciate all of you. And we will see you on the 5th. All right. It has been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be here with you for the whole year. And we wish you blessings, and we are going to see you next year. Appreciate everybody. Bye-bye.